Welcome to Season Chasers. I'm Rob Freeman. Those that love nature and outdoor sports spend a lot of quality time looking for adventure throughout the year. The more you study, the more you learn about the peak seasons in nature. It's fun to know when it's best to go fishing or hunting, when it's time to pick blueberries, wild mushrooms, or native pecans. Sometimes the peak season is close to home, right in your own backyard, or it could be miles away near the mountains and the sea. Either way, this program will chase the seasons where the action is hot. The season is spring. It's the last week of May, and we're in one of these county crappie lakes here in southeast Kansas. We're calling it a crappie lake because that's what we're catching today. That's what we're after anyhow. On the retrieve.
That's gotta just be chumming it up.
Today, you're in the crappie boat with Jason and I on a couple of recent trips in the month of May. Today, we study, learn, and share crappie fishing in Kansas. One thing we've learned for sure that this is not a go-fast lake. I've got a 50-horse outboard on this boat, but we haven't even fired it up all day. There's so much trees and brush here in the way that last thing I want to do is tie into that with moving gas-operated propeller. So we're just using the trolling motor today, and most of our fishing, I believe, is going to be back in the coves. And in most instances, where we think we're going to find the fish, we're going to tie up and really work it out. So not any long casts going on here. A lot of up and down movement, close in. So we want to get right on top of the fish and get them in the boat today. And if we do, we might get them in the pan before the morning's over. That's the whole idea. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're out here at a new place and we're scouting for crappie, and we found a few. I got a little bit of a plastic crawdad on here. I've been putting a little crappie nibble with it, and here's a little crappie for us to nibble. Woo woo! And we're going to try to get a whole basket full of these today, and the limit at this place is 50 a day per person. And if we end up with 50 like this, we're going to have a heck of a cleaning party. But we're going to try to bring you some of the action today as we share crappie season. It's probably about the middle of May, and got some warm enough water to get these crappie up into some shallower water, and they're feeding. And we'll get this guy in the basket. We'll show you what we got so far. Here's what we've got. We'll add this one to the stack. Crappie season, a lot of fun here, southeast Kansas. All right, Jason.
Using the little fries on that.
Got him. Average. I don't think I'll keep this guy now. What do we got, Jason?
Hey, we got another one. Those are the kind we like to
Woo! That's what we came out here for.
put in the frying pan.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one.
Oh yeah.
Another nice one here too. Look at this.
Yeah, big one. Double big one.
This is why we like fishing here. Wow. Kept my nibble on that one. Nobody wants to run the camera when we're catching fish like this.
No.
Got him.
Oh.
Little one.
He's a fighter though.
No, it's my reel doing this. This is a dinker. This one is going back.
Tiny one.
Sometimes you got to get down through the tiny ones to get to the big ones. Ooh, there's a nice crappie. Nope, not that good. It's a crappie. It's a target fish. It's a fat one. Go back.
Oh, wow. That one hit it like that was a bass, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I saw a black tail on it.
Hit it on the way down.
Must be a big crowd down there.
Running with the wrong group, didn't he?
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Medium.
Oh, I just saw the nibble come off. Look
Yep.
at the bottom.
Somebody will get that and enjoy it.
Oh, here's a good one. Or he feels like a good one. He's not. He sucked it down.
This is a nice little channel for him here.
Yeah, we've lost very few jigs. That's amazing that you could even find. Oh yeah.
Got him. There's little ones in here too. That's why they have a lot of nibbles in those jars. So you can reload. Cast out for a bigger one.
Oh, he's on there.
Good one. That's pretty close, wasn't it?
Looks like a keeper. Yeah.
The brown boat. Yeah, this one might keep.
But yeah, that's what I said.
Well, one of the bass fishermen I talked to says he caught one on a plastic worm or something one time that was 3.5 pounds.
Yeah, so these other guys, they said, no, we've caught them on, 3-pound crappie on bass tubes and plastic worms. Come on. We're wanting it.
Right here.
Oh, well, get my nibble in half.
Got him. Oh! Look at that. He got part of my crawdad. Well, this is an unusual color. I mean, it's brown. That's not something you usually think of for crappie. You know, you'd think of pink and white, red, chartreuse, and all those as being crappie colors. You want the adventuresome, artistic, big fat kind. Right under the boat.
Yeah.
Decent too.
That. Got him there. Oh no. Had him right there too.
Oh yeah. No fish in here. Need one of those big boys again.
Yeah.
Something. Get out of them trees. That's a nibble stealer. That's really difficult to do, is land a small fish and keep your nibble. That's.
You should get points. Now we can go across and come back if you want, but
Well, let's make sure we've fully exhausted this poor place.
I don't think we have.
I don't think so either. I just got one right under the boat.
I think they just pile in here.
On the retrieve.
The boat through my nibble. The boat. That's gotta just be chumming it up down there.
Yeah. Leaves a lot of scent in the water. Giving it the old twitch. Got him. Oh, lost him. He was half size. Doggone it. Well, I don't think there's too much in the bag here that's going to catch him any better than this stuff. Whatever we're using. Make him give it back. Huh? We're not that short on him.
Cough it up.
See, if you're keeping it, you're going in the basket. They weigh better with a couple nibbles in them. Got him. Ooh, that felt kind of good.
There we go.
This one's going to Alaska.
Extreme environments can cause a spontaneous change in DNA, resulting in unexpected power and agility. Introducing the all-new, all-powerful Gator RSX 850i. 62 horsepower, a fully independent multi-link suspension, and a top speed of 53 miles per hour. It's a whole new species of gator.
It's Chick Days at Blue Ribbon Farm and Home in Pittsburgh. All the chicken supplies you need to get started. Blue Ribbon Farm and Home has what you need to feed the wild birds. Blue Ribbon Farm and Home has what you need to plant a beautiful garden. Seeds, plants, fertilizer, and weed control for your lawn.
Don't forget Blue Ribbon Farm and Home has a huge selection of food for dogs.
Whether you have a lap dog, a sport dog, chickens, or a goofy goat, Blue Ribbon Farm and Home has all the feeds you'll ever need.
You talking about a goofy goat, and this is the goofy goat right here.
You're invited to attend a fundraiser for Allison Spears Carter. She lives in Joplin, but went all through school in Pittsburgh in the same class as my daughter. Mark this on your calendar and get ready for some great entertainment for a great cause. We do our best to navigate around this lake. The trees make it real hard to move, but you can see they provide excellent crappie habitat.
The biggest problem we've had with this place, you can see a lot of trees in the background, and if you go trying to locate crappie in a place like this, where do you start? Well, we think some of the coves might be the best options, and join us today on Season Chasers, where we're doing what we can to study crappie fishing. We're learning what we can, and we're going to share it with you today. It's 100% real. It might be something good to eat before the day's over. Thanks for coming along on Season Chasers. Crappie time!
Just past sunrise, Jason and I ease the boat toward a cove that seems to be full of bait fish. We hope it's equally filled with nice big crappie.
Huge school of shad. Huge school of shad. Look, there they go. Look out. Something's full of bait fish.
If you want to find the fish, be sure to find a place with lots of fish food. There are plenty of minnows scurrying around out here, probably being chased by a lot of bigger fish. Our slow jigs, with a crappie nibble on top, just might get 'em biting on our baits.
Oh, it's a crappie. It's a big crappie.
Get him in. Oh, that's a black one too.
Yeah, it is.
Good one.
Woo.
That's a good crappie.
Man. Alright.
Is that real deep?
I was on the drop.
Really?
Yeah. You're right. I'm just watching the line, and
So you can watch this line.
when it stops moving, you better pull.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. There's another one. Cool. Yeah, that's another big one. God damn it. Oh, it's a perch. It's a bigger perch.
Yeah. Nice fall morning. You Jason are grinning already.
Oh yeah, here's another one. See what this is. See what I got this time? A crappie.
This is right where we found them last time. Just right at this drop off.
Looked like I already had a bite. Did you see that?
There you go.
Tighten that drag a bit.
Oh, nice.
Some of these crappie seem to want to go home with us, and our baskets have plenty of room for more.
Yep.
we're trying a new place to fish, and I'm doing a little crappie throwing here with a real nice ultralight 4-pound line. And that's one of the fun things about crappie fishing, is you never know what you might catch. And this isn't a state record or anything, but it's a nice bass. And on 4-pound line and ultralight tackle and this kind of brush, I'm glad to get it in. But we'll get this jig out of this one, get it back in the water, and see if we can get us a crappie. That's the whole point of today's mission on Season Chasers. But in the meantime, this will keep things interesting. But crappie got to be a lot of them in here. Take the bass, and we'll keep you informed today on the show. Thanks for coming along. And it's fine. Little white jig. Maybe there's more. If I can find the water. A little brushy in here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost 11 o'clock in the morning. Jason and I didn't get here till almost 8:30 this morning. But we found a couple of good spots here, and we've come up with some good crappie. And look what we get to share with you today, or a little bit of a fish story. Let me show you Jason's stuff. Now this is Jason's personal basket here. These are the ones that he's claiming responsibility for. He caught every one of those this morning. And what was the jig combination you used most of the time, Jason? So you've got a pink jig head and kind of a pearl body with a little bit of sparkles in it. And a big nice basket of crappie to show for it.
Pearl with the black fleck, pink head.
So what do you think about the crappie in this lake?
They're pretty nice, but don't forget the crappie nibbles.
And we're talking about bringing out some minnows here sometime, and we might be really dangerous with some minnows in this lake.
Yeah. Yep, definitely.
But now that the sun's getting a little bit higher, slowing down just a little bit, so we're going to call it a day. And looks like we've got a pretty good batch of cleaning to do here. Here's my crappie basket. Woo-woo! And these are all just about the same size. Nice average, I'd say 10, 11 inches. And just about perfect eating size. And we can take these out of here with this species and really not harm the population much. As it turns out, in this lake, there's no length limit on crappie, and there's a 50 a day per person limit. And we're not anywhere close to that, but anyhow, some pretty nice fish. All right, 2 nice baskets of crappie. This one's Jason's over here. This one's mine. Let's not get them mixed up. They all look about the same. They're all really nice, and we're glad to share them with you today on Season Chasers. We'll show you what these cooked up to and what we did with them here in just a little bit. When you're fishing for crappie, there's probably a really great selection of the right size jig heads and bodies to use. You can use everything from one of these grandpa jigs with a little bit of hair and feathers at the end of it, or marabou jigs, and some crappie rigs you can even put little crawdads on. But there's all kinds of painted different jig heads. I kind of prefer the lead plain ones myself, but here's something that you just about have to have in every crappie box, is these crappie nibbles. And you can throw these jigs all plain and catch some now and then, but you catch a whole lot more with these nibbles on them. And keep those baited up, and you might get to come in with some fish like this. Now, both of these were caught by Jason. I'm going to tell you that right now, but these are nice crappie just about wherever you go. And we're going to get these dressed out today. We're going to get these on ice, get them in the cooler, get them dressed out, get them in the kitchen, and we'll tell you the rest of the story coming up next on Season Chasers. Thanks for coming along. We're fixing some crappie, and we're using this Louisiana all-natural fish fry breading mix.
putting it on with some fat-free half and half, and double dipping it and putting it in some panko breadcrumbs. And today it's been Evan's job to get the crappie prepared for the pan. So show us what you've been doing here, Evan.
Put it in half and half, put it in the fry. Shake around a little bit to make sure it's covered peanut. Do 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 do. Put it back in half and half, put it in the, shake it around some good. Put it in the breadcrumbs, shake it around some good. Shake it up and down if you could, then be done with the nuggets and then put them on the plate.
Good job.
All right, well, stay tuned and we'll let you know how this turns out. We're cooking crappie over at Dylan and Evan's house. How about that? What do you think of that crappie stuff, you guys?
Pretty good.
It's like high quality fish sticks. I'm not saying like, I'm just saying it's like fish sticks, but it's better.
That's one thing about cooking crappie is trying to stay out of it a little bit while you're cooking it. It's hard to resist, wouldn't you say? Well, this crappie's for eating, and there's really no time limit on it. You guys can start any time. We'll have some more stuff to go with it here in just a few minutes. So Evan did most of the breading and the preparation, and Dylan did most of the cooking. Pretty good team effort, guys.
And you did absolutely nothing.
Well, all I did was catch the fish and bring it down here.
That's important.
How about that? You can't buy this crappie in the grocery store, you know.
Teamwork, it always helps.
Waka waka.
Tune in each week for some of the stuff you just won't see on other shows. Outdoors, wildlife, and a life of adventure. Being on the lookout for natural foods and making the most of what the wildlife provides. Study, learn, and share the great outdoors with someone who's important to you.